Okay. It does seem to be the case that we do have we definitely have connection to YouTube. Yes, we do. And we have audio. And we have audio. Everything is good. All right. Good day. Actually, good very early morning, viewers. My friends, how are you doing? Guess what we're going to talk about today? Oh, no, we're not going to talk about anything. We're going to let Von Helton talk about... No. We're going to let Von Helton complain and complain and complain. It's something that Von Helton does through the ages. Complain, complain, complain. So I got a couple of clips from, the last 24 hours, and then one from way back when. But Von Helton is a complaint. The retro ones. In fact, the one that I have, the retro one, is not that retro. It's January. What was Von Helton complaining about in January of 2025? Morning of. What was he complaining about? Well, let's find out. But first, we need to go to today, or the current one. So let's take it away, Vaughn.
Alright, boys and girls, as you can plainly see, it says 282 for unleaded. Now the reason I'm doing this happy little video is because it did say 275. Now it says 282. Gas is not going down, gas is going up, and I now have proved it. Because this sign yesterday, just yesterday, said 275. Now it says 282. Gas is going up, not down. And there's your proof right there. See, I always show.
Well, why didn't you show the 275? Number one, why didn't you show the 275 and then show the 282 so that you could make it, at least you could make your case instead of these claims? But number two, it wasn't too long ago, Von Helton, that you were talking about Google says it's $3.50 a gallon, and I will need $500 of donations in order to accomplish filling my gas. I mean, you are so fucking full of it, and you have to complain. You're hardwired to complain.
Show the signs, man. I don't talk bullshit. I show the signs. Let's see if I can zoom that in. There we go. That's better.
All right. So the question is, where is Von Helton? Well, there's your flying J sign with Denny's. I want to show you something. What I have done is simply... Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I've got to check something, but I want to show you something. Just bear with me, okay? Okay, good. So I found no. Yes, okay. I found this. All right. Come on, mouse, work. I'm going to get a new mouse. All right. I found this on the Google Maps. This is Kingman, Arizona. There's a truck stop there. Now this image capture is from September of 2022. Now I believe that is the same, not the same sign because it's obviously been upgraded, but I think it's the same position. Because if you look behind, do you see my mouse? Do you see my mouse? No, you don't. But if you look behind the big poles that are holding up the sign, you see there are those telephone wires, or those electrical wires, right? There's three, and then there is sort of a gap, and then there's one. All right, just keep that in mind.
Look at that, 282. It was 275 just yesterday. So no, the gas is not going down, it's going up.
So look behind the sign, parallel to the top of the truck in the center, and you see those same lines. Okay, so I think I got it figured out where he is.
Whoever said gas is going down is a liar. Plain and simple. Alright, that's all I wanted. See you, bye. Good morning, trolls, haters, and naysayers.
Yeah. I tell you what, let's just go back here and finish this up. So this, if I zoom out, okay, so this is 2022, and this little lot in front of him, in front of that sign, is kind of, there's nothing there, but I think that's been fixed. Okay, there are now trucks there, and he's parked probably in the McDonald's. You know, he could be parked in the McDonald's here, and he's looking straight across. There's that sign. There's that sign, right? There you go. Oh, you can see my mouse. So there's that sign, and he's looking at it. So I'd say he's parked in the McDonald's in Kingman, Arizona. And if I zoom out, let me just make a note there. So Flying J Travel Center is, you see, there's the I-40. And if I just zoom out to Kingman, and I make let me just do this. So, okay, within the bounds of Kingman, Arizona, he is on the I-40. And yeah, here's Flying J. So, but at the intersection of I-40 and Route 66. If any of you in Kingman, Arizona want to go take a picture of Vaughn and upload it, you don't have to say where you took it, just upload it. But let's get back to another video. Save Sharpie, rescue Sharpie. That's the priority.
And I have a smile on my face. You're like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So why do I have a smile on my face this morning, trolls, haters, and naysayers? Which, by the way, is an online terrorist group that has been notified to the FBI, not just by me, but even by other people, and the FBI refuses to do anything about them. Because YouTube says that what they do is fair use and freedom of speech. Isn't that right, YouTube? Mm-hmm. YouTube is literally coddling domestic terrorists on their service and is not doing jack shit to stop them. But anyway, back to the story. I have a smile on my face this morning because the trolls said that absolutely nothing would happen on December the 19th because Atlas wasn't real or Atlas was too far away from the Earth, right? Isn't that what they said? Well, surprise, surprise, Sergeant Carter, down in Bolivia, and as viewed from other countries, not just Bolivia, but viewed from other countries because it was that big of a deal. A huge blue circle appeared well, it's a portal is what it is. Huge blue portal appeared in the sky. And 6 or 7, I believe, it's hard to see from the angle. There's several different videos on this. But at least one angle shows anywhere from 6 to 7 rod-shaped objects coming through the blue portal in the clouds. Okay. And this was seen in Bolivia. That was filmed mostly. The first video was filmed in Bolivia, and I don't know where the other videos were filmed, but there was several videos on this. But I think the main country that it was directly over was Bolivia, but I could be wrong on that. But Bolivia was definitely one of the countries that filmed it. And then right here in the States, somebody filmed a humongous spaceship in the clouds, much bigger than a football field. Hello,
James, Eugene, where's the link? Where's the source? How do we know you're not lying, making stuff up with your hand over your ear like that, like it means something? That's like your biggest clown gesture, Von Helton. This, where is it, class? Are you listening, class? Do you know the answer, class? That's your biggest dumb fuck gesture, and you're making it right now. Everybody screenshot this dumb fuck gesture. Spread it far and wide. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your enemies. But don't let the world forget America's village idiot. Please. Please.
Congressman from Tennessee. Yeah, a lot bigger than a football field. And you could see, I guess, fighter aircraft or something circling above it. Some kind of objects were circling above it. This was caught on video. That happened on the 19th.
I just got to let you know, folks, that the reason I know where he is, you might say that somebody in the live chat hinted to me where he might be, but no. That's, how can you believe something like that? What really happened was Von Helton's ET friends, what he calls his ET friends, they got hold of me and they told me where Von Helton was hanging out. So you got to figure, are these my ET friends, or are they Von Helton's ET friends? Well, they're helping me find Von Helton, these ET friends of mine. But are they the same ET friends that Von Helton has, or are there two competing ET camps? This could get serious, folks. They could go to war with each other. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Humongous ship in the clouds. Easily seen through the clouds. I mean, you could tell there was something there. It was, it was very obvious. And so, yeah, something apparently did happen on the 19th. Trolls, haters, and naysayers.
Well, yes, according to the actual scientific news, the 19th was the point where Atlas started to head away from our solar system, or our area in space, our area in the cosmos. So if that's the only thing that happened yesterday, so let's see what Von Helton's take is.
It apparently did happen. Now, this was not an invasion, I don't believe.
Obviously.
And it certainly wasn't subjugation, or we'd already be subjugated by now. But it was interesting, and it could have ties to Atlas. It very well could. But these were two major events that occurred on the 19th, despite the trolls saying that nothing would happen on the 19th. Well, wrong, because there was, and it was significant. In fact,
Yeah, but it's the 20th already. And whatever happened on the 19th has absolutely no um, effect on our lives today, a day later on the 20th. So, what are you talking about, Von Helton? Come on. You with your garbage bags for windows.
the Bolivia incident was so significant it was seen from several countries.
Oh, really?
Several countries saw
Several
this.
countries.
It was that big and that prominent that several countries saw it happen. Okay.
It's amazing how these things never happen in America where everybody's got a camera. It's got to happen in Bolivia. In Bolivia, where I don't think they have electricity. Never mind camcorders or webcams or smartphones or landlines.
So, so yeah, big event. Does it have anything to do with Three Eye Atlas? Well, I don't know, but I would think it would, wouldn't you?
He just said, I don't know, but I would think it would. I don't know, but I would think it would. He's full of I don't knows. In fact, whenever he says I don't know, he's just saying I'm an idiot. I am America's village idiot and I don't know. That's kind of when he says I don't know, it's just a shortened form of I am America's village idiot and I don't know. Hmm.
I don't know.
See?
But what I do know is that something did happen on the 19th, and I just had to share. Because I'm good like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. Have a good one. Bye.
That's it. Have a good one. Bye. All right. All right. All right. We are not done yet because, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my viewers who I love so much, we can go back. This is December the 20th, 2025. We are now going to go back to January the 17th of 2025. What was Von Helton complaining about on January the 17th, 2025? But before I do that, I just want to, for context, actually put the date on the screen. What did I say it was? 17th of January. So here he is. What is Von Helton complaining about on the 17th of January 2025? Retro, here we go.
Alrighty. Well, after several attempts to go live this morning on Odyssey, yet again, I was unable to do so despite the fact that I replaced my router, got a new Cat 6 cable, and so it ain't on my end, boys and girls. Can't say it's on my end. I got a new router, got a new Cat 6 cable. My shit is my upload speeds are 600 kbp kbb, however the fuck you say it. Anyway, it's fast. Okay, so my uploads are fast. They're almost 600. So I mean, yeah, I shouldn't have any fucking trouble streaming live on Odyssey. So what we're going to do, because I can, we're going to go to Odyssey right fucking now. Yes, we fucking are. We're going to go to Odyssey right fucking now. Yes, we are. And we're going to take a look. Yes, we are. All right, so there we go. Oh, look. Alex Jones is live. No problem. RT News is live. No fucking problem. Right there, right off the bat. Right off the fucking bat. They're not having any trouble going live at 3 a.m. They're doing just fine. Let's go look. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that's working perfectly. Look at working just fine. Live chat's working just fine. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that fucking amazing? Let's go check. Yeah, yeah, shut the fuck up. Let's go look at Alex real quick. Let's see how his live stream is doing. Well, wow, he's not buffering. His live stream is not buffering. His live stream is not going black. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Now I wonder why that is. Why is that, guys? Why is it? Why is it that my channel is the only channel that cannot go live at 3 a.m.? Well, 4 a.m. now, because I've been trying for forever. Why is that? Anybody want to tackle that shit? Hey, anybody? Anybody over at Odyssey want to explain this shit? Why everybody else can go live and I can't? Everybody's live, but not me. I get a black screen. I get a fuck. Not only do I get a black screen, I get a sit and spin symbol where it's sitting there just buffering constantly on a black screen. Everybody else is live streaming just fine, but not Von Helton. For some reason, Von Helton can't live stream it.
As you start to buffer. Oh, that's too funny. Well, he was going pretty good there. I mean, Odyssey was doing him a favor, and then all of a sudden it buffered. It's too funny. But I don't know why Odyssey's buffer. I wonder if Odyssey's buffering now, in real time. Should go check. Oh, Flagstaff, not Kingman. Oh, thanks, 4 aces. Oh no, Dig Sheet says it's Kingston. I said it's Kingman. 4 aces says it's Flagstaff. And I Dig Sheet says it's Kingston. Okay, well, one of them, I guess. Wow, this is quite the buffer. Is this like the buffer that buffers forever, or how do you get through it? Well, the the images I showed from Google Maps were from Kingman, Arizona. The intersection of I-40 and Route 66. I'm going to show it again. Sure. Let's see. While he's buffering there, I'll just move over to. There it is. So, hang on a sec. So, here is the Flying J Travel Center. Here is 40 and 66. So if I just zoom out, you'll see that I'm in Kingman, Arizona. Yeah, we go. There's the boundaries of Kingman, Arizona. So he's at this intersection here. And for the record, he's still buffering. Check it out. Let me just advance, see what happens. It just.
It's not.
Wow, that's bad.
Then it's not a goddamn conspiracy theory anymore now, is it? No, it's not. It's not a fucking conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory, my fucking ass. It's not a conspiracy theory if they really are out to get you. America has fallen, folks. America has fallen. Trump wasted no time after being selected as president. He went out and grabbed every fucking Jew and every fucking globalist he could find and put him on his goddamn cabinet. And, buddy, they're being passed left, right, and center, aren't they? Yeah, they're all being confirmed, except for one. Except for one person. One person didn't get confirmed. Matt Gaetz. Why is that? Oh, because Matt Gaetz said, fuck you, Israel. I'm putting America first. And he was immediately booted the fuck out, wasn't he? Yeah. And lost his Congress seat, too. Yeah, they told me, oh, Matt Gaetz, yeah, you'll be on my cabinet. Just give up your Congress seat to a fucking Jew, and everything will be fine, Matt Gaetz. You can be on my cabinet, Matt
Jew
Gaetz.
hatred.
Everything will be swell, Matt Gaetz. And so Matt Gaetz surrenders his congressional seat to a Jew. Literally. Google it, damn it. Google it! You
All right.
trolls.
All right.
Give up his Congress seat to a Jew.
Shit, if my mouse would work, I'd stop this.
Because he was thinking, hey, I'm going to be on Trump's cabinet. But see, the problem is that...
Fucking hell. All right, so let's Google it. Rush Google it, baby. Hang on a sec. Who did Matt? He's talking about Matt Gaetz. Jesus, I'm gonna go out and buy a new mouse. Somebody donate money to me to buy a new mouse. They're $15. Jesus Christ. Just kidding. I can afford one. Okay. I had a bit of a Von Helton and J-Dub's derangement syndrome. I need a new mouse. Could somebody please donate money? Von Helton derangement syndrome. Okay, so what am I looking for? Matt Gaetz. Who took over from Matt Gaetz in Congress, I guess. Oh, Gaetz resigned last year. What? Jimmy Petronas. He's calling him a fucking Jew, and I don't see anything about Jew anyway in this art. Every time he says Google it, folks, we can. Maybe I didn't. Well, let's look at another option. Jimmy Petronas. No way does Jimmy is okay. I'm just gonna put Jimmy Petronas in there. Jimmy Petronas. Let's see. Let's go to Wikipedia and find out his early life, early career, early life. Blah, blah, blah. Petronas was born in Panama City, Florida, of Greek descent. So he's not a Jew, he is Greek Orthodox, because that's what they are. Another lie. Von Helton caught in another lie. Oh, I love it.
The joke was on Matt Gaetz because everybody knew he was anti-Israel and pro-America. And so as soon as he gave up his Congress seat, they shit-canned him. Didn't they? Yeah, fuck yeah, they did. They absolutely did. They shit-canned his ass. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing how that shit works? Isn't it? Isn't that amazing how that shit works?
Not really.
But yeah, I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory, folks, if they really are out to get you. It's just not. Oh, well, Von's an anti-Semite. No, I'm not, you fucking moron.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not an anti-Semite.
You totally are.
In order for me to, I'm a historian, people. Okay, I'm an actual historian, a real one. I am a real historian. And in order for me to be anti-Semitic, what I would have to do is I would have to find a 2,000-year-old motherfucker walking around. First of all, I would be scared.
Okay, here comes the biggest bullshit that you're going to be hearing. The excuses as to why, when Von Helton calls the guy that replaced Matt Gaetz a fucking Jew, Von Helton's going to explain to us how he is not anti-Semitic. Go for it, Von Helton. Be very convincing and persuasive, huh?
Shitless, because it's like, hey, wait a minute, what the fuck is a 2,000-year-old dude walking around? But after I got over my initial fear, I would probably want to shake the motherfucker's hand, because holy shit, you live to be 2,000 goddamn years old. Okay, so no, what is a Semite? A Semite, as defined, is someone who is 2,000 motherfucking years old. Okay.
Don't make me go to Google. Okay. What is a Semite? I'm sorry for doing this to you folks, but I've had enough of these lies. Every time it says Google it, it's a challenge. What is a Semite? Now, I'm expecting a Semite is somebody who's 2,000 years old. Okay, but a Semite is a member of ancient or modern peoples from Western Asia, North Africa, who speak Semitic languages like Arabic, Hebrew, Amharic, descended from the biblical Shem. The term, originating in linguistics, became a problematic racial label in the 19th century, often misused to refer specifically to Jews, leading to the concept of anti-Semitism. Today, it's primarily a linguistic cultural term, not a unified race, encompassing diverse groups like Arabs, Syrians, Hebrews, and Amharas. So nowhere does it say there's a 2,000-year man walking around who's the Semite. Ugh, what is he talking about?
Okay, that is a Semite. So in order for me to be anti-Semitic, no, I would have to beat the fuck out of a Semite. I would have to beat the fuck out of somebody that's 2,000 goddamn years old. Well, I'm pretty fucking sure nobody on this planet is 2,000 years old. Now are they? So what is this anti-Semitic shit? It's something used to scare the fuck out of you. That's all. It's a scare tactic. Don't fall for it. Don't be stupid and fall for the word salad. Okay, I am a real historian. Trust me when I tell you that Semites are people that lived 2,000 years ago. Babylonians, Akkadians, Phoenicians.
Hold on. I got it, honestly. I have to ask. What is a real historian? I mean, he did say he was one. Well, let's go and ask. All right, so what is a real historian? A real historian is a scholar who rigorously researches, analyzes, and interprets the past using evidence, primary sources, and artifacts to construct nuanced narratives focusing on change over time, context, and causation, often holding advanced degrees and applying critical thinking skills beyond just knowing facts to understand why things happened. Okay, so that's what a real historian is. So back to Von Helton, because Von Helton, is what he says he is not what he is.
Have you met a Phoenician today? How about a Babylonian? How about an Akkadian? Have you met those people today? No, and you ain't gonna, because they're dead, motherfuckers. They're dead. Now, the Jews can sit there and claim they're Semites. No, they're not. The Palestinians claim they're Semites. No, they are not. Because to be a Semite, you have to be over 2,000 years old, and you have to be able to trace it all the way back. Well, they can't. Sorry. Well, Vaughn, I thought the Muslims traced back all the way to Muhammad. Well, guess what? Islam is only 1,400 years old, not over 2,000. So no, they're not Semites. by definition or by blood. They're not Semites. No, they're fucking not. Stu Phillips, they're not Semites. Stu Peters, I mean. I'm sorry. Sorry, Stu Phillips. Stu Peters. No, they're not. They're not Semites. You have to be over 2,000 fucking years old, and you have to be able to trace it all the way back to the beginning. No Muslim on this earth is a Semite. No.
Oh! Let's go and ask that. Come on, man. That's just a brilliant question to ask. Okay. No Muslim on the face of this earth is a Semite. Simple question. Are Muslims Semites? Semite is an obsolete term that originally described anyone who spoke a Semitic language, such as Arabic, Hebrew, or Aramaic. Therefore, many, but not all, Muslims are Semites by a linguistic or ethnic definition, as the majority of Arabs are Muslim. However, Muslim refers to a follower of a religion, Islam, not a specific ethnic or racial group. So, it says many, but not all Muslims are Semites. Now I'm going to highlight it. Many, but not all Muslims are Semites, contrary to what Von Helton has said, where he said that no Muslims are Semites. A real historian, Von Helton.
No Jew on this earth is a Semite.
Oh, sorry. I just got to go. I'm sorry to do this to you, but this guy's just flinging lies back and forth. So let's see. It'll be a simple: are Jews Semites? Come on, man. Are Jews? Yes! Jews are considered Semitic because they speak or historically spoke Semitic languages. Oh, another lie. Another lie. Is somebody keeping count of all these lies that Von Helton spews? I swear, if my mouse would work, I'd get back to everything a lot sooner. So there you go. This is lie after lie after lie, debunked in real time.
Not even pagans are Semites. Sorry.
Who cares?
Because all the pagans were wiped out by the fucking Muslims. It's called the Ottoman Empire. You might want to Google that shit. Whole civilizations of innocent pagans that weren't bothering anyone. Wiped out by the Ottoman Empire, by Islam, by Muslims. Dumb motherfuckers.
So he really hates Jews and he really hates Muslims. Okay?
Motherfuckers, dumb motherfuckers on True Social, sitting there, and they fucking come to me and they say, yeah, man, it's so good that we're being, we're treating the Muslims nice and everything. And I'm like, you motherfucking traitorous son of a bitch. Let me tell you something. This is going to come as a shock to all you Americans because some of you don't fucking know. We are at war with Islam, and we've been at war with Islam since 1778. Islam declared a fatwa against the United States. It has never been rescinded. It has never been repealed. It has never been taken away because you don't take away fatwas. They last forever. Okay? We have a fatwa placed against us back in 1778 when the Muslims stole all of our sailors, and Jefferson went over there and kicked their motherfucking ass and got them back. And ever since then, we have been at war with Islam, which means every fucking Muslim in this country is an enemy combatant. Every fucking one. Are you listening to me, fucking Joint Chiefs of Staff? Are you listening to me, Joint Chiefs of Staff?
Are you listening to me, Joint Chiefs of Staff?
Every Muslim in this country is an enemy combatant.
Oh, my God.
You need to round them up, arrest them, charge them.
Yes, every Muslim is an enemy combatant. Round them up, charge them, execute them. On the spot. Due process be damned.
And either deport them, execute them, whatever the fuck you want to do, but they're not, they don't, what do you want, Fluffy? Hold on, Fluffy Dog wants me. What do you want, buddy? What's the matter, Fluffy Dog? What's the matter, huh?
Man, this guy goes through dogs. Water. He's not used to feeding his dogs water. Just leave a dish of fucking fresh water out and change it every day or when it's empty. Fuck. So difficult. Anyway. Let's just speed it up a little until he gets back. So I'm glad we got this this Google it figured out.
He heard me getting upset and then he got upset. I think that's what that is. But hey, I have every right to be upset. My country has been taken over by a hostile force. We are literally an occupied nation. We have been taken over, and so I have every right to be pissed. But it affects him. It bothers him. Doesn't bother Sharpie at all for some stupid reason, but it bothers Floppy really bad because Floppy just loves me to pieces. Anyways,
what happened to Floppy? Von Helton? Where's Floppy?
Anyway, back to my fucking mini rant here because it's important. But yeah, I mean, how could Americans be so gullible not to pick up Trump's book? And yes, I'm guilty too of not picking up Trump's book and finding out he's a motherfucking Jew. I mean, what the fuck? I don't understand. I don't get it. But
Von Helton? Come here, Von Helton. Okay, Von Helton, what I want you to do is show me on this doll where Donald Trump being a Jew hurt you. Show me. Come on, anywhere on this doll where Donald Trump being a Jew hurt you. Anyway, you can respond in a later video, but we want to know. All right?
we were told a lie. But I mean, now in fairness, is Trump the only one that lied? No. Barack Obama also lied. Bill Clinton also lied. Bill Clinton's a fucking communist. He no Christian, you dumbasses. He's a fucking communist. Okay, he's an atheist, a communist. I don't believe in God at all. Any God. All right, so yeah, Bill Clinton lied about being a Christian. Barack Obama, he lied about being a Christian. He's a Muslim. He's a member of the Luo tribe over in Kenya. They're Muslims. So he lied about being a Christian too. And then now we got Trump who lied about being a Christian. He's a Kabbalist Jew. So, yeah, this Judeo-Christian bullshit is a lie. Correct. That's very correct. Somebody's got on here, Judeo-Christian is a lie, and it is. It's a total lie. They don't even worship the same God. The Jews worship a God called Hashem. The Christians worship a God called Yahweh. They're not the same. They're two different gods. And the Jews will tell you that too. If you actually, sit them down and confront them, they will say, no, we don't serve Yahweh. Yet they tell a Jew, if you get a Jew and set him down, if I was to get Sam Samuels on this show right now, Sam Samuels would look through this camera and he would tell you that Yahweh is boiling in excrement. Yes, he would.
So
and in
what?
fact, I think I've got him on video saying that, hopefully somewhere.
So fucking what? All gods are imaginary, and it doesn't fucking matter what you say. It's all fiction. And if you're going to go and start saying, if you're going to start criticizing one man's interpretation of fiction and hold it against him, then that just shows that you are a very low, and I mean low IQ person. Your 190 IQ, Von Helton, has an extra 0. This is just a typo. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, man, you're being deceived, massively deceived, and it's sad, really, because I've tried to warn you, and y'all look at me like I'm a deer in headlights, and come on, wake the fuck up, people, wake the fuck up, man. But yeah, I tried to go live like 4 or 5 fucking times this morning. Everybody else is having perfectly fine live streams on Odyssey this morning, except me. Gee, I wonder why. Why is that, guys? Why is it that Von Helton is the only motherfucker on Odyssey that is not having, or that is, excuse me, having trouble going live?
Pretty easy. Because your gods and goddesses hate you. Your ET friends are not your friends. They spies. They spies for Sydney Winston because your ET friends, just like they did last night, they came over to me and they said, psst, psst, Sydney, Sydney, psst, because I was in a deep sleep. Sydney, hey, Winston, Winston. And I'm like, huh, what? And I look up and there's these ETs. And I said, friends? And they said, shh, yes, friends. We know where Von Helton is. And I said, but I'm tired, I'm sleeping. And they said, tell the world, share it with the world. Don't hold the secret to yourself. So I can't go against my ET friends because they've been around a lot longer than I have and they know a lot more than I do. So I had to share where Von Helton is. And now you know the rest of the story.
At 3 a.m. Why? Why is that? Good question, isn't it? Wonder why that is. Amazing how shit works, isn't it, guys? But yeah, so we're going to get into this hot and heavy about because I know there's people sitting there. Oh, America ain't been taken over. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, and I'm going to prove it right now. If you think this country hasn't been taken over by Jews, you're a fucking idiot, and I'm going to prove it to you right now.
Jew hater alert! Jew hater alert! In fact, it's not a joke. Shh, not a joke. Hang on a second. Jew hater alert. Never mind the date. I'm gonna put that. Okay, let me do something with that. Hang on a second. There we go. Jew hater alert. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Jew hater alert. Jew hater alert. Okay, enough.
I'll prove it to you right now. From a Jewish website, no less. Okay, so you can't sit there and talk shit because I'm getting this right off of a Jewish website. All right, so fuck you all. Fuck you all. All right, let's see here. Remove and add. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Whatever 2025 brings, the forward will be there. Boy, I hope not. I hope you all go down in flames. But anyway, Trump transition. Look at that right there. Big letters right there. Trump transition. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, your complete guide to Trump's Jewish advisors and pro-Israel cabinet. Well, fuck me. I don't really need to go any further, do I? I can stop right there at the fucking title?
Yeah, you can, because you can read below. There's a subtitle. It says, Trump's new cabinet will include Mike Huckabee, Marco Rubio, and other loyalists with strong pro-Israel stances. Now, Mike Huckabee, I know, is a Christian because he's not only a practicing Christian, but he's a preaching Christian. Marco Rubio, I know, is a Christian. because he's openly admitted it. And other loyalists with strong pro-Israel stances. Who are they? Are they the Jews that Von Helton is talking about, or is he going to do a deeper dive? Let's find out.
Huh? Come on now. Can I stop right there at the fucking title and call it a goddamn day and go back to sleep? I mean, there it is. Your complete guide to Trump's Jewish advisors and pro-Israel cabinet. And poor Matt Gaetz found out the hard way, didn't he? Matt Gaetz, an American, somebody that loves America. And by the way, I got much mad respect for Matt Gaetz now, more than I did. Because apparently he was a real deal. Apparently Matt Gaetz was a real deal. He was a true blue American. Didn't like Israel at all. Wanted to put America first instead of Israel first. Or Jews first, actually. And we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, Matt Gaetz. Hey Matt, give up your Congress seat to a Jew and we'll put you on our cabinet. Now, they already knew that Matt Gaetz was anti-Israel and pro-America. They already knew it. They had to. And so they set his ass up. They set him up. They said, yeah, you give up your Congress seat and come and be on our cabinet. Trump did. Trump said that. Hey, true social motherfuckers. Trump said that shit. Give up your cabinet seat and come be on my cabinet. That's what Trump told Matt Gaetz. That's what he told him. So Matt Gaetz, gives up his Congress seat to a Jew. Google it. I dare you.
I did.
And so as soon as he gave up his
I did, and you were wrong.
His Congress seat. Bam. He's kicked off the team. God damn. That's shitty, man. That is so fucking diabolically evil. You know, lure the motherfucker to give up his Congress seat to a Jew so that they can body slam him to the fucking curb. Holy shit. That is so fucked. That is so fucked up. But Matt Gaetz gets mad props from me. He gets fucking mad respect from me because apparently the motherfucker was genuine. He was a genuine fucking American. Can't believe it. Well, you know, I didn't think anybody in fucking DC give two fucks about America, but wow, I'm shocked that Matt Gaetz actually give a shit. And unfortunately, he's the one that got kicked out too. So there you go. So if that doesn't prove to you that this shit is all fucking pro-Jew, I don't know what the fuck does. But I mean, here it is. We're at a Jewish website called The Forward. It's Jewish independent nonprofit. See it right there, right up here at the top. Before you go, I ain't going, bitch. Forward here, Jewish independent nonprofit. Your complete guide to Trump's Jewish advisors and pro-Israel cabinet. Trump's new cabinet will include Mike Huckabee, Marco Rubio, and other loyalists. Note the word salad, folks. It's important. Words mean shit to these motherfuckers. So you gotta listen carefully. Trump's new cabinet will include Mike Huckabee, Marco Rubio, and other loyalists with strong pro-Israel stances. All right.
Oh,
by
the
Jacob
deeper dive.
Blue. All right. Anyway, President-elect Donald Trump has filled much of his cabinet, rolling out nominations that feature people deeply connected. Remember, word salad here. Deeply connected to the Jewish and pro-Israel communities, including Mike Huckabee, Steve Witkoff, and Marco Rubio. Folks, let me stop right there and speak about Mike Huckabee. Mike Huckabee is a Christian. He's a pastor of a church.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Mike Huckabee is aware that if you go over to Israel as a Christian or myself as a pagan, you will be spat on and cussed at. Did you know that, Mike Huckabee? Did you know, Mike Huckabee, that if you go to Israel right fucking now, as a Christian or a pagan, especially if you're a fucking American. You will be spit on and cussed out. I've got the video, Mr. Huckabee. I've got the video.
He's always got the video.
And it's not just one video. There are hundreds of videos where Christians and pagans are spat on if they go to Israel. That's the truth. It's the truth, Mr. Huckabee. So for a Christian...
What can I say? What can I say? I got to do it, man. All right, so the question is, are Christians and pagans spat on when they go to Israel? Uh-oh. Spitting, hitting Christians 2 years ago.
A surprising report from Israel today where officials are taking seriously a recent upsurge in spitting and hitting attacks on clergy and the vandalism of Christian sites.
Christians in Jerusalem's Old City say they've been repeatedly assaulted. So how are Christian leaders responding? CBN's Julie Stahl brings us the story from Jerusalem.
The situation led Israeli President Isaac Herzog.
August the 12th, 2023. So let's...
And Police Commissioner Yaakov Shabtai to meet leaders of the Orthodox and Catholic churches of the Holy Land.
In recent months, we've seen very serious phenomena towards the Christian denominations in the Holy Land. Our brothers and sisters, Christian citizens, feel attacked in their places of prayer, in their cemeteries and on the streets.
Christians in Jerusalem's Old City say they are often harassed, spit on, and even physically attacked by religious Jewish youth.
I view this phenomenon as extreme and unacceptable in any shape or form.
Okay. Yeah, that is, but then it's religion against religion, and I'm not condoning it, but I am saying it's over 2 years old. So, okay, so this was from August of 2023, and this is Von Helton right now in January of this year, 2025, bringing this up. And as you can see from that clip, it wasn't you know, a wholesale government-sponsored spit on the Christians and the Muslims deal. It was isolated, and the president and everybody got involved to de-escalate and fix the problem, and hopefully punish those little assholes who did that. There's Jewish religious assholes who I don't like at all, just as much as I don't like the Muslims, religious assholes, because they're pretty much the same. But on with the show.
To support Israel or to support Jews of any stripe, you are a moron. You are a fucking moron. You're giving your money to people that literally spit on you. Not kidding. Like I said, I got the videos. You know, you want to take the time to look up the videos, go ahead, because I'm not going to look them up right now. I'm really tore up. I really am. I'm not even kidding. Our country has fallen, folks. Good. Now, interestingly enough, I just saw a post by somebody the other day where Germany has fallen to the Muslims. They say the Muslims have literally taken over Germany. Germany has fallen to Islam. It's like, holy fuck, man. So, you know, what do you want me to say? I mean, there's only one thing I can say to you, and that is, I told you so, motherfuckers. There's nothing else I can say except that. You guys need to understand that when I tell you something, when I get on this camera and I tell you something, you better fucking listen. Well, nobody fucking listened. and now Germany is a Muslim state. Nobody listened, and now America is a Jewish state. Per that Zangwill guy, Israel Zangwill. Yeah, that guy, Israel Zangwill. Let's bring his happy ass up. I'll look him up here. I got his shit saved. I got his shit saved. I'll pull him up here. What the fuck are you, motherfucker? There he is.
I'll never understand why Von Helton has to fucking eat on camera. He's on camera for, even sitting in his car, he's on camera for what, an hour out of 24? Why can't he take 15 minutes out of their 23 hours that he's not on camera and eat to his heart's content in private, so we don't have to watch and listen? He's doing it right there in his trailer, same thing, back in January. Man.
All right, beautiful people. Maybe change my screen.
Well, I don't know if there's anything more to gain from
this motherfucker. This motherfucker right here, this fucking Jew right here, is the one that started a bunch of our problems. Now, why is it significant?
Who's that? Zingwill, somebody.
It's significant because the guy didn't just write a damn book. He didn't just write a book encouraging America to take in a shitload of fake immigrants.
Just so you know, Toby Michael, you are now sponsoring a Jew hater. On top of sponsoring an animal abuser and a woman hater. How do you feel about that, Toby? I'm sure every $5 you spend to Von Helton, after I make a video on Von Helton, you do it with love in your heart and joy in your soul. And I hope this carries on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Von Helton is going to drain you $5 at a time. Drip, 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 drip.
They didn't give a fuck about this country. He called us a melting pot, called us a land of immigrants. It's in his fucking book. But what we find out, if we do some digging, is that Israel Zangwill's purpose, his goal, are you sitting down, Americans? His goal, way back in fucking 1800, because that's what it looks like, 1800, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know the exact date. I'd have to look it up. But his...
Well, let me help you. What did you say, Israel Zangwill? I mean, Israel Zangwill. Let's look it up. Doodly doodly doo. I'm just going to put the name in. See if I got it right. Israel Zangwill. British author. Okay, so what does he say? Israel Zangwill is a British author at the forefront of Zionism during the 19th century and was a close associate of Theodor Herzl. He later rejected the search for a Jewish homeland in Palestine and became the prime thinker behind the territorial movement, Jewish territorialist. Okay, he is Jewish. All right, what is this Jewish the territorial movement? Territorial movement. Oh, okay. Oh, so the territorial movement, their goal was to find a different, an alternative territory for the Jews than Palestine. So like Uganda and other places like that. So once again, Von Helton is proved wrong. I mean, Zangwill sure is a Jew, but he sure was no Zionist, certainly no Israeli Zionist. Okay, we've seen that. Let's carry on here.
His goal, this motherfucker right here, his goal, when you do some digging, you find out his goal was to take the United States of America and turn it into a Jewish state. Well, you know what? This motherfucker's tap dancing in hell right now. Because that's exactly what happened when you put Trump in a second time. This motherfucker is
Bullshit. I've been looking. His goal was to turn America into a Jewish state. Okay, well, here's his views. In his writing, Zangwill expressed mixed sentiments and then about the then territory of Palestine, parts of which became the modern state of Israel in 1948, 2 decades after his death. After the establishment of the state, Philip Rubin speculated that the new state might have met his aspirations. He was an early suffragist. During World War I, he advocated the formation of a Jewish Foreign Legion to the Central Powers. The League of Damned Nations is a term associated with Zangwill's critique of the anti-Semitic sentiment prevalent in Europe during his time. He used this phrase to describe the collective hostility and discrimination faced by Jewish people in various countries. Zangwill was an ardent opponent of anti-Semitism and used his writings to expose and challenge the prejudices and injustices faced by Jews. So there you go.
literally tap dancing in hell. Because everything this motherfucker wanted, you can go read his transcripts to a fucking Jewish rabbi. This motherfucker is talking to a Jewish rabbi saying, yes, I want America to be taken over by Jews and turned into a Jewish state. Yes, he does. Well, you know what? Guess what? It happened. We are now a Jewish state, motherfuckers.
Oh, well, if we're a Jewish state and it's Shabbat, you know what that means? That means I gotta stop this right away because we're not allowed to do this. We're not allowed to broadcast live streams or use electricity or do any form of work on Shabbat. So if we're a Jewish state, I am breaking the law big time. Oh, I feel like a convict.
Yes, we are. Literally. We are literally a motherfucking Jewish state. And this motherfucker right here is the motherfucker that started that shit. May this motherfucker forever be boiling in excrement.
Boiling in
May
excrement.
he forever be tap dancing in hell. May he forever be accursed and his family accursed to 1,000 generations. May his family be accursed.
Jesus Christ.
For wanting to destroy the United States of America, the greatest country on earth.
You know what? I've had enough. I've had my fill of Von Helton's Jew hatred and his nonsense and his lies. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, let me take a quick poll. Who wants to hear more? Because personally, I've had enough. But you know, I live for you guys. I'm just going to say, let's see what happens. I'll keep it going until the poll until the poll fills up.
I saw a video not that long ago. Where Jews were literally out in the streets celebrating the takeover of the United States. And that wasn't, in 1800. That was, today, 2025.
Oh, good. I'd love to see that video. Give us the link, Von Helton, or something. Tell us where you find it and you saw it, and I'm going to go find it. But I just want to repeat something that Von Helton said just a few seconds ago. He said, and that is the most meaningful thing he said all day.
I wish I had saved a copy.
Oh, he
play
didn't.
It back for you.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, literally.
Let's see how the poll's doing.
Literally dancing in the streets, saying that they had taken over the United States.
I'll share it with you.
And you dumbass motherfuckers on True Social fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker, buddy.
It's a
goddamn
majority, overwhelming majority, yes.
But shit happens, right? Shit happens. So we've lost our country to a foreign power. And so now we just got to fucking deal with it. Let's hear Vaughn. What do you anticipate from this shit? Well, I'll tell you what I anticipate. And it's pretty fucking simple. I anticipate that we're in deep shit. That's what I anticipate. I anticipate we're in deep shit. See, what you got to understand is that Jews follow 613 laws.
Yes, they do. Now, I need coffee more than I need blood in my body. So I'm going to take a break, and you guys can take a break too. Refill your cups, empty your bladders. I'm going to take a break of 3 minutes. It might extend longer if I get caught up, but 3 minutes. Here we go.
Can I just ask, just for my own selfish, is the Judaic God a nice guy? I mean, in Christianity, he's supposed to be a nice guy, and that creates a problem. Is the Jewish God supposed to be nice, or is there more of an indifference?
All gods and all prophets, in the Islamic sense, because Islam believes that Jesus and Abraham and all these, there were prophets that preceded Muhammad. Muhammad just finished it. He's called the seal. Muhammad is the seal. He sealed the process. He finished it. After Muhammad, there will be no other prophets. He is the end of prophets. But all prophets, Muhammad included, and all the gods that they had created. So I, for one, believe that God was created by men, not the other way around. They all have one thing in common. They are the repositories of human pathologies. We cleanse ourselves and we go through a cathartic experience by projecting our sickness onto God and onto his prophets. So if you look at the Jewish God, it's an utter psychopath.
Right.
If you look at Jesus Christ, It's an unmitigated psychotic narcissist, malignant narcissist. If you look at Muhammad, it's a combination of all three. It's what we do is God and his emissaries allow us to heal. Indeed, in the Kabbalah, which is the mystical tradition in Judaism, late mystical tradition in Judaism, in the Kabbalah it says that when God created the world, there were two things he had to do. He had to minimize itself. This is called Tzimtzum. He became smaller, metaphorically. And he had to break vessels. The whole world, which was a godly consciousness, there was no matter, was inside imaginary vessels, imaginary containers. And so to create the world, he had to break these vessels and release matter, release. And in parentheses, this is exactly what gave me the idea for my physics, work in physics.
You stole it from the Kabbalah.
I stole it from Kabbalah. I'm a narcissist, a plagiarist.
Have you heard the theory? I've seen Jewish scholars writing about it that Freud stole from the Kabbalah to come up with the id, ego, and superego theory.
I'm not aware of any trilateral model in the Kabbalah, but Kabbalah is an amazing book.
Yeah.
Actually, the formula E equals mc square, Einstein's formula, is found verbatim in the Kabbalah.
Is it really?
Verbatim.
Yeah.
The moving force is the mass or the weight of the body with the light, embedded with light. I mean, they say energy is mass and light.
Right.
They say verbatim this sentence.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. It's an amazing book. An amazing book. I don't attribute to it godly, so I don't believe in God, but it's an amazing book, which represents the brilliance of several, amazing people, like Luria and so on. So they say that God had to minimize himself and break some vessels in order to release entities like mass and matter and human beings, and so on and so forth. So, and then they say, God is incomplete without men. It is man's role, via worship and fulfillment of commandments and so on, to heal God, to complete God. They recognized that God is sick, that God is mentally ill, that he has a pathology, he has something, an incompleteness, and that it is only man who can heal God. It's an amazing concept.
It's a total, a reframe is a petty way of saying it, but and it's not a reframe. It's
revolutionary. It's shocking, taking into account that many of these texts have been written in the 14th century. I mean, absolutely.
If you violate just one of those laws, you can be beheaded. It's in the Talmud. Go read it. Go read the fucking Talmud. I dare you. But on the bright side, America has outlawed red dye number 3 finally, even though it killed.
Why don't I talk to you while I'm muted for a fucking change? Huh?
People. We finally outlawed it. Yay, team! Fuck. Country's been taken over by fucking Jews, but hey, at least we got rid of red dye number 3, right? Right, guys? Fuck yeah. Fuck me. I mean, God damn. Wait, what do you say? Bon, you're exaggerating this. You're blowing it way out of proportion. Again, go read the Talmud for yourself. Non-Jews are to be enslaved. Really enslaved. Real chains, real whips, real iron bars. It's in the Talmud. It's in their fucking holy book. Go read it. So, Vaughn, are you saying Americans are going to be rounded up and put in internment camps? What did Governor Jesse Ventura find when he went out west? Huh? Governor Jesse Ventura didn't believe there was internment camps out west. He thought we conspiracy theorists were fucking nuts. Until he went out there and bumped right into one.
Fuck! I was muted again. You know the problem is I get too excited. I get too like this nervous energy.
But it gets better.
Oh, well.
Because when Jesse Ventura went out there, He says, I'm Governor Jesse Ventura. Let me in to see these people. There were little kids playing. There were little kids playing in these concentration camps. He saw them with his own eyes. You saw them on video. It was on video. There were children there. And he's like, let me in to see these people and see that they're okay.
Did Governor Jesse did Governor Jesse Ventura talk to children in concentration camps? Wikipedia, all right. Nothing about children in concentration camps. It's all a lie. Episodes are in doubt. It's conspiracy theory radio show. Nothing convincing at all. So again, another lie from Von Helton. And I'm sorry about the mute thing. I think I'm gonna have to be more conscious of it. That's all I can think of.
Okay. Said, nope, you ain't getting in. He said, I'm a governor. I want to get in there. He said, no, you're not getting in. How's that for a kick in the teeth? Huh? You're a governor of a state and you can't even go in to a fucking concentration camp to see what the fuck's going on? Why? We've heard this happen before, haven't we, guys?
No.
Didn't we hear this before?
No.
Oh, yeah, we did. When Matt Gaetz went to try to free the J6ers. Didn't we? Yeah, we fucking did.
That's right. Alonzo Vaughn is talking about the TV show Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura, and it is this one. It's called it's called Police State. Okay, it just says here the Police State episode has been shown only once, owing largely to the controversy surrounding the content of the episode. So it's all bullshit. And here's this fucking Von Helton screaming and yelling and moaning about something that is absolute bullshit. And because he believes it to be true, he's raising his blood pressure.
And I am out of A&W root beer. I had a kick for A&W, so I kind of took a break from Mountain Dew and had some A&W. Anyway, but yeah, we've heard this song and dance before. Matt Gaetz says, hey, I'm a congressman. Release them J6ers right now. Boom. Nope, ain't gonna do it. Wait, what? I'm a congressman. Release them now. Nope, can't do it. Ain't gonna do it. You motherfuckers. Go read the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913, people. You need to go read it. If you have not yet read the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913, you need to go read it. The Act of 1871 created Washington, D.C., a fake capital. Our capital's in Pennsylvania, folks, not in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is a fake capital created by the Act of 1871. And in addition,
I'm sorry, man. I'm way too curious. I question everything. What is the Act of 1871? What is the Act of 1871? The Act of 1871 most commonly refers to the U.S. Ku Klux Klan Act, Enforcement Act of 1871, to fight Klan violence by making it a federal crime to conspire against civil rights. Oh, hold on a second. In the U.S., what is the U.S. Act of 1871? Oh, here we go. The U.S. Act of 1871 most commonly refers to two major pieces of legislation: the District of Columbia Organic Act of 1871, which created a unified territorial government for D.C., and the Enforcement Act of 1871, also known as the Ku Klux Klan Act, which empowered the federal government to combat Klan violence and protect citizens' civil rights. The Organic Act unified Washington, Georgetown, and Washington County under one government, while the Klan Act enforced the 14th Amendment, allowing federal court action against those who violate rights under color of law, a foundation of modern civil rights law. I still don't understand what he's getting at. So the purpose is to establish a single unified municipal government for the entire District of Columbia. Abolished the separate governments of Washington City, Georgetown, and Washington County. Created a territorial government, though it was later repealed, leading to direct congressional rule until 1973. So what the fuck is this guy talking about? What is Von Helton really referring to? I have no idea, even from reading that. But if anybody can help me out, I'd be very, very grateful. Thank you very much.
In addition to creating a fake capital called Washington, D.C., it also created a fake...
Oh, it's about the Washington, D.C. thing. It's not a fake capital. There's separate governments in Washington... Yeah. There's separate governments in Washington City, Georgetown, and Washington County. So the act abolished the separate governments and established a single municipal government for the entire District of Columbia. There you go. There's the purpose. Entire municipal, a single unified municipal government for the United. What the fuck is he talking about? What does he mean? It's illegal. Washington is illegal. He's talking such nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Fake constitution, a fake not a fake Bill of Rights per se, but an altered version, and just it created its own little enclave. Okay, now the problem is that was where it was supposed to stop, is at DC's borders, but it didn't, because they took DC's version of the Constitution, DC's version of the Bill of Rights, DC's version of the law, and spread it all over the United States because gullible Americans bought that shit. And so now you're under admiralty law instead of under the Constitution, which is the law of the land. You're under the law of the sea instead of under the law of the land. They say, well, what's the significance? The significance is that when you're under the law of the sea, you ain't got no rights. You ain't got no fucking rights. But under the Constitution, you're a sovereign citizen. And nobody can touch your happy ass. Nobody. Not a cop, not a judge, not a jury. Nobody can fuck with you. You're a sovereign citizen. As long as you don't harm yourself, harm others, or violate someone's rights.
Oh, he's a sovereign citizen? He's into... Oh, my. You know, I've been watching these sovereign citizen videos where these people try and go to court and represent themselves because they've been caught speeding or something, violating some traffic violation, and they say, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, I don't need a driver's license, all that kind of stuff. I've been watching those. And now Von Helton claims to be one of them. This is hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. But I just want to say something. You guys, you're killing me, man. 91% want to watch more Von Helton. And I've had enough. But I'm with you, man. I'm on your side. We will carry on.
Rights. You do whatever the fuck you want, and nobody can do shit. Well, you can't do that under Admiralty law, though. Because if you try, they just fucking throw your ass in jail. You know, I have to laugh. These motherfuckers, they try this Freeman on the land shit. Where we're sovereigns, and we were a sovereign under the Constitution. We're not a sovereign no more. But under the, they'll go in and say, I'm a sovereign citizen, and the judge will look at them like a fucking deer in headlights and then just say, contempt of court, throw them in jail. Dumbass. You fucking dumbass. We're not under the Constitution. We're under Admiralty law, you dumb motherfucker. I'm a sovereign citizen. No, you're not, motherfucker. You haven't been a sovereign citizen since 1871. You fucking understand plain English? You have not been a sovereign citizen since 1871. Stop trying this Freeman on the land bullshit. The judge is going to throw you in jail, dumbass, for contempt of court. Don't do it. Don't be stupid. Don't fall for that shit. All right? And I am out of something to drink, so I'm going to go get either an A&W or a Mountain Dew, and I'll be right back.
Okay, you guys have another shot. You guys have another shot telling me you've had enough. Enough! I mean, I know there's only 11 votes. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't make this go a lot quicker. So that, oops, our buddy can arrive sooner. So, are you sure you don't want to change your vote to you've had more? Have you had more of Von Helton? Yes. Or you've had enough of Von Helton?
Right.
Yes.
I got me another A&W, so I'm good. You say, Ron, why did you get A&W? I thought you was a Mountain Dew freak. I am a Mountain Dew freak, but when I was a little boy, my dad would take me to the A&W root beer stand, and we would drive in, and it had it was you had the actual building here.
Ah, this is good.
That stretched out this way, and then you had about 20 cars, 10 on each side, that parked under that awning, and then under the awning there was these little kiosks where you would push a button and you would talk to somebody and they say, hey,
double speed's great.
I want some footlongs and I want some root beers and I want an ice cream. And so you pull your car or truck under the awning, press the button. Lady comes out on roller skates and she takes your order and then she goes back in there and brings you out these big frosty mugs. And I mean a big mug too. It wasn't small, a big mug of A&W root beer and footlong hot dog. It's a footlong hot dog. That thing was huge, man. It was massive. Wasn't it, Floppy? Floppy don't know, do you, buddy? See, that was after my time, Daddy. Come here, Floppy dog. Oh, Daddy's all right. Daddy's upset, but Daddy's all right. But yeah, it was a different time. And I I'm trying to, I bought me some hot dogs. I forgot the relish though, goddammit. I gotta go back and get some relish. But I got me some hot dogs, got me some hot dog buns. Unfortunately, you can't buy footlongs, or at least we can't here, because I looked for them. Now I did get bun length hot dogs. I was able to find those, but I couldn't find footlongs. I wish I could have. That would have been awesome. Buy footlong hot dogs and get the bun to go with it, and it would just, oh my God, that'd be crazy. But in any event, trying to recreate, something in my childhood, get a bun length hot dog and a bun and give me an A&W root beer and, sit down and kind of reminisce, with me and my dad going to the A&W root beer stand. And, I was trying to recapture some of that a little bit. And shame I couldn't get footlong hot dogs. It's a shame I couldn't get footlong hot dogs, huh, Fluffy Duck? Yeah. Shame I couldn't get footlong. Now you're going to go to sleep in my arms and I can't work the controls with you in my arms. You know that? What, you burping or what? Is that a burp or is that a cough? What is that? Is that a burp or a cough, huh? Well, your nose is not hot, but it's not cold either. I don't know. Maybe you're getting a little cold or something, huh? You've been running it out a lot, ain't you? Yeah, I'm going to go sleep, and Daddy's like, no, you ain't either, because I can't work the controls. I mean, I love my doggy, but I got to be able to work the controls, too. You know that? Huh? You know that? I got to be able to work the controls, you little brat. Let's get in here and lay down, all right?
Watch him.
Oh, let's see if I can get up. There we go. Let's get up and go lay down, huh?
There you go. Floppy. What happened to Floppy? Oh, JJ. You're broken? Well, you hang around with us. If you like, and I know that I threaten this like every single time, but if you like, I will open up the StreamYard and you guys can come in and talk.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's that time of year.
Anyways, back to the Jewification of America, which, obviously that really,
Floppy died.
oh, Bon, you're exaggerating. Oh, Bon, you're making shit up. No, this is a Jewish website telling you lost your motherfucking country, because every motherfucker that Trump has picked has either been pro-Israel or pro-Jew, or just a flat-out Jew, or a Noahide. Okay? All right. His first national security picks are diehard Israel supporters. Are you reading that?
Yeah! Go Israel. Stand for Israel. I support Israel. Israel Defense Forces are the best. Proud Zionist.
First national security picks are diehard Israel supporters. Now, let's not be like Stu Peters.
Build that temple.
And say, well, Israel sucks, Jews are assholes, so I'm going to go fucking side with Muslim terrorists that wiped out whole civilizations under the Ottoman Empire, and that want to take over the United States and kill us all. Because that's what Stu Peters wants to do. He wants to side with a bunch of Muslim terrorists, because that's what Palestinians are, and say, okay, well, since the Jews are bad, I'll side with the Muslim terrorists who want to kill our ass and take over our fucking country. And apparently Stu Peters is not aware that the United States is at war with Islam and has been since 1778, when Jefferson sent our boys over there to go get our sailors back, when Islam declared a fatwa against the United States. All right. Which has never been rescinded, because I don't think you can rescind it. I think once a fatwa is claimed, it's claimed. I don't think you can turn it off. So the fatwa goes on until the United States is utterly destroyed by Islam. Wow, what a nice thing, right, Stu Peters? Hey, Stu Peters, are you awake? I realize it's 5 o'clock in the morning, but are you awake this morning, Stu Peters?
Do I have to go to Google?
We are at war with Islam and have been since 1778. Are you listening to me, Stu Peters? Do not side with Muslims, Stu Peters. Any Muslim, Stu Peters. Not any Muslim. We are at war with Islam. Have been since 1778. All right. Enough said about that. That should be pretty cut and dry, right? All right. His first national security picks are diehard Israel supporters, some of whom have denied the existence of the Palestinian people and backed the annexation of the occupied West Bank. These loyalists are set to advance his America First and hardline populist agenda in a second term. They could signal some shifts in longstanding U.S. policy, especially regarding a possible conflict with Iran and resolving conflicts in the Middle East. Okay, now this paragraph is all over the map because Trump's America First. Let me break right here and discuss the America First agenda, because apparently nobody understands what MAGA, at least Trump's MAGA, means. All right, because it's important for you to understand what MAGA means, because a lot of people apparently didn't get the memo. So I'm going to enlighten you. I'm going to tell you what MAGA is, because you obviously don't know. You've been deceived. You've been deceived by literal demons. Kek, K-E-K, Kek. That green frog character Pepe. Yeah, that's the representation of Kek. And when you do some digging, you find out that Kek is an Egyptian demon of darkness and chaos. Wasn't that just Ducky? So you are literally under the control, or at least, the appearance thereof, of a demon, a real demon from Egypt, ancient Egypt, called Kek. Oh, Von, I'm an atheist and I don't believe in demons. Well, then you're an idiot, because they're real, just as real as you and me. So, you don't want to believe in shit, that's fine, bro, but, you do so at your own peril.
That's such a dumb thing to say.
So, yeah. So, what is America? This is what's going to get most of you. I'm going to have 10,000 new subs because of this, because I'm going to blow your fucking mind right here, right now. You ready? I'm going to blow your mind right here, right now.
Go for it.
I'm going to get 10,000 subs off this shit. America is not me and you. America is a corporation established by the Act of 1871 when they created a fake capital called Washington, D.C. They also created America, in air quotes. Well, what's America? It's a corporation. Okay. Now, once again, it wasn't supposed to leave the boundaries of D.C., but we're talking about globalists here. We're talking about elitists here. We're talking about people that hate America. So what they done, they supplanted the Constitution out here in the rest of the states with the D.C. version and made it the law of the land. So from 1871 until now, you are a debt slave. You're a debt slave. And there's no getting around it. Oh, you don't have iron bars in front of you and you don't have chains on your wrists, but you're still a slave. You're a debt slave. Because they came right behind it with the Act of 1913, which gave them complete control of our money. Your money right now is under the complete control of a foreigner named Evelyn de Rothschild. Google his name. I dare you. He's not an American. Well, Vaughn, isn't it unconstitutional for non-Americans to be in control of our shit? Yeah. Vehemently unconstitutional. Yeah. In fact, the Founding Fathers said in the Federalist Papers and Anti-Federalist Papers, you read those papers by now, right? In the Federalist Papers and Anti-Federalist Papers, the founders make it abundantly clear that no foreign entity is to have control of anything in the United States. They're not to be quartered on sovereign U.S. soil. They're not to occupy any of our buildings. Hello, UN, you motherfuckers. Are you listening, UN? But Vaughn, is UN a foreign power? Oh, fuck yeah. They have a legislative body, and they have a standing army called the Blue Helmets. So, yeah, the UN is a foreign power. Get them the fuck out. They're here unconstitutionally. They're here at the reproach, not the behest, but the reproach of the Founding Fathers. Get them out of here. They need to go away. They can go back to Brussels, where they come from. Nobody's, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna put a gun to their head or some shit, but they need to get their ass back to Brussels. And if they need a little help along the way, we might just help them right on the plane and get them the fuck out of here. But they need to go. Now, if they want to stay, they can pay $200 million until our national debt's paid off every year. How's that sound? Does that sound okay, UN? You pay us $200,000 every year till the national debt's paid off. Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. Sound good to you? Or better, well, 200,000 seems kind of low, doesn't it, guys? Yeah, let's make it 2 million. How about 2 million every year until you pay off our national debt? So you can stay until then. Sound good? There's ways to getting them to move, folks. Trust me. I think as opposed to paying $2 million a year, I think they'll go back to Brussels, don't you? I think so. Yeah, I think they'll go. So, but anyways, the Founding Fathers were very clear: no foreign entity, no foreign power specifically, but no foreign entity of any kind can be quartered on sovereign U.S. soil. No, they cannot. It's in the Federalist Papers, Anti-Federalist Papers. Go read it, folks. You really need to read these things. You really need to sit down and read them. John was shocked when I told him I read the Torah and the Talmud. He was shocked. But I've also read the Quran. So I mean, you know, I read their shit. And when I read their shit, it's like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, almost every page, because every page is full of shit. Every page is anti-American drivel. You know, remember what our boy from the Catholic Church said? You could call a synagogue the literal pit of hell, and you haven't even begun to describe it. He said something to that effect. Like, holy fuck, man, this dude's hardcore. He's hardcore. What the fuck? Saint Jerome, yeah, Saint Jerome, man, yeah, that was the name. Said fucker's hardcore, man. Said the pits of hell have nothing on these motherfuckers. It's like, goddamn, you know. So I mean, yeah. So he was bringing the heat, wasn't he? Yeah, he fucking was. But in all seriousness, man, I mean, these motherfuckers are evil. They're fucking evil. They were kicked out of every country they went to except stupid America. Dumbasses. Even though the founding father, I've got the founding fathers on record saying, "Hey, wait a minute, these Jews don't belong here. What the fuck are they doing here?" I got the founding fathers on record saying that. In fact, let me see if I can pull that shit up again. I was looking at that shit the other day, and it's like, yes, the founding fathers actually, you know, the founding fathers are smart motherfuckers. Okay, you know, everybody rags on the founders because you're supposed to. You were being brainwashed to hate the founding fathers. The founding fathers were great men. You're not worthy to lick their fucking boots. Let's get that shit straight right here, right now. You are not worthy to lick the boots of these founding fathers. Okay, you're not. These were tough motherfuckers. They were badasses. They risked their lives, their duty, and their sacred honor, just like it says in the book. But they did.
You know, I wish I was worthy to lick the boots of the founding fathers. But because I am not worthy, I am denied the honor, the once in a lifetime opportunity of licking the boots of the founding fathers. I'm so depressed. I don't know what to do. I know what. I'll listen to more Von Helton. That'll cheer me
They
up.
risked everything, including being hung, all right, or drawn and quartered. You know, but they risked everything to give you this country. And then you get behind a podium and talk shit about America. Fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of shit. You're not worthy to lick their boots. But anyway, let me see if I can find some quotes here.
I still can't believe that I'm not worthy to lick the boots of the founding fathers. Fuck, that hurts, Von Helton. Jeez. He types with one finger. He never learned how to type. Von Helton. Not even that.
Now, here's the funny thing about it. John Adams was sympathetic towards Judaism and Zionism. But John Quincy Adams, his son, is like, hey, wait a minute, Pop. These motherfuckers ain't supposed to be here. They belong to the diaspora. They're not Americans. They can't be Americans.
John Quincy Adams, he said. All right. Well, we have no choice. We have no choice. So the question is, what was John Quincy Adams? What did John Quincy Adams think about Jews? John Quincy Adams held complex and somewhat contradictory views about Jews, blending a form of Christian Zionism and respect for ancient Jewish history with expressions of contemporary prejudice. His views can be summarized as follows. Support for a Jewish homeland. Adams was one of the earliest major American political figures to support the rebuilding of Judea as an independent nation. In an 1818 letter to the prominent American Jewish diplomat Mordecai Emanuel Noah, he expressed this wish. So let's go see. Contemporary prejudices. Despite his support for a future Jewish homeland and respect for their ancient history, Adams expressed negative stereotypical views about contemporary Jews in his private writings. In a 1780 diary entry, he described a Jewish village near Cologne as a nasty, dirty place indeed, and fit only for Jews to live in. He also made anti-Semitic remarks in other private correspondence when discussing his paranoia about bond speculators using classic stereotypes linking Jews to money and sneaky financial skullduggery. Well, nothing there. Nothing there points to John Quincy Adams saying Jews are foreign to America and deserve to only live in the diaspora. I've always learned that word to be pronounced diaspora. Diaspora is foreign to me.
And therefore, they're pulling a shuck and jive, as we used to say back in my day. They're pulling a shuck and jive on you.
Shuck and jive.
But John Adams, John Adams was a nice guy. Okay, he tried to be nice. John Adams was one of these people. He tries to be nice to everybody. You can't be nice to these motherfuckers. See, that's the problem. You can't be nice to them because if you're nice to them, they'll take your shit. Okay, and unfortunately, John Adams did not understand that. Sadly, John Adams was a good man. He was president of the United States. He was, one of the founders. Good man, but dare I say, naive or gullible. He was a good man to a fault, sadly. Now his son is like, hey, wait a minute, these motherfuckers ain't supposed to be here. They're not good people. They're not supposed to be here. They're not Americans. They can't be, according to their own damn writings. They cannot be American. And so John Quincy kind of corrected what John Adams was saying, his daddy, and he kind of corrected everything. Because I've got John Adams and the Jews, my Jewish learning. John Adams expressed Zionist sympathy and respect for the ancient Jewry. But notice he said ancient Jewry. The correspondence of John Adams, second president of the United States, reflects complexity with which Jews and Judaism were viewed in early times. Yeah, so while John Adams tried to be sympathetic with these motherfuckers, he didn't. I don't think John Adams fully realized what Thomas Jefferson realized, that if you befriend these motherfuckers, they're going to come over here and take over your country. And Jefferson realized that, and John Quincy Adams, his boy, realized that. But John Adams, like I said, John Adams was just a genuinely nice guy. He wanted to be nice to everybody. And God damn it, you just can't do that, Mr. Adams. I'm sorry, you can't do that. You can't be nice to everyone because people will take advantage of you. And they did. And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But, John Adams he was just a nice guy, man. He was a swell guy, And they took advantage of his ass, sadly. And then here comes the Jewish bankers, right? And then what did Jefferson say? Jefferson said, I fear the central banks of the Jews more than I do a standing army. That was Jefferson said that shit. Okay, so Jefferson caught on quick. John Quincy Adams caught on quick. They figured his shit out. It's like, hey, wait a minute. These motherfuckers ain't even supposed to be here according to their own damn holy books, the Torah and the Talmud. They're not even supposed to be here. So why the fuck are they here? Oh, they're here to take over your fucking country. That's why they're here. And that's
Oh,
why
go
Rothschild
on.
came up with the Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913, folks. If you've ever studied this shit, the Act of 1913 was literally done in the dark of night on Jekyll Island. Yeah, that Jekyll, as in Jekyll and Hyde. That Jekyll. Not kidding. Not making this shit up. They came up. The international bankers, the international Jew bankers, they all met on Jekyll Island, aptly named, and said that we're going to take over the United States, and they did, because the Act of 1913 pretty much solidified their power by controlling our money. Because when you got somebody's money, you got them by the balls, right? And so they took over. They drafted the Act of 1913 literally in the dark of night on Jekyll Island on a holiday, was it? Yeah, on a holiday when they knew Congress would be gone. And then they rushed that motherfucker through Congress and tried to get it signed. And unfortunately, it did get signed, sadly. And so now we're stuck with these motherfuckers, and we've got to get rid of them. The Act of 1871 and the Act of 1913 are patently unconstitutional. The Constitution of the United States says that Congress shall coin money interest-free. And, is that the money that we're getting today? No. The money we get today, the Rothschilds charge us 23% interest every time they print our money. Every time they print our money, they get 23%. So, because everybody's like, how the fuck did that debt over our head get so goddamn big? Well, there you go. They're charging us interest every time they print our money, man. Every time some money gets printed, they charge us interest for it. Okay. And so our debt has, got huge. And then Trump didn't help anything by adding another 7.8 trillion to it. But whatever. Obama is the biggest offender, though. 19 trillion. Holy shit, man. 19 trillion. My God. That's insane. And it is 1 hour. Yes, I see it. I see it now. I didn't see it before, but I see it now. But anyway, his boy John Quincy Adams, was like, hey, wait a minute. These motherfuckers ain't supposed to be here. What the hell are you talking about, people? And now John Quincy Adams did say that the Jews needed a homeland over there and to get the fuck out of America and go over there. He was in favor of that. And so, let's see here. Supporting the Jewish homeland with the Bible in hand. Okay, so let's take a look-see at that real quick. Because he was in favor of that. And let's see here. All right, beautiful people. All right. The Jerusalem Post, okay? So you can't say I'm being a shit stain. John Quincy Adams supporting the Jewish homeland and with Bible in hand. The sixth U.S. president expertise in the good book made him encourage rebuilding of Judea. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Long before God had awakened the Jewish people to return to their ancient homeland, experts of the Bible, such as sixth U.S. President John Quincy Adams, were already in support of a Jewish state in the Holy Land. Immediately upon entering the White House, Adams, like his father, President John Adams, had written to Major Mordecai Manuel Noah in the first year of his presidency that he believed in the rebuilding of Judea as an independent nation. This love for the people who brought the Bible to the world was nurtured in Adams' Puritan household. They were also deeply religious Unitarians who admired Jews and sympathized with those who had dreamed of a return to their ancient homeland, wrote Dennis Bryan in The Elected and the Chosen: Why American Presidents Have Supported Jews in Israel. Yet none of this could have happened had Adams not been so familiar with the Bible. In the American Jewish Historical Quarterly from 1955, the editors noted that the fervor the Adams had for studying Scripture and the importance he saw behind it. In the 1811 letter to his son, Adams wrote how happy he was to hear that his son was helping his aunt study the Bible every evening. I advise you, my son, in whatever you read, and most of all this reading of the Bible, to remember that it is for the purpose of making you wiser and more virtuous. He said, I have myself for many years made it a practice to read through the Bible once every year. I have always endeavored to read it with the same spirit and temper of mind, which I now recommend to you, that is, with the intention and the desire that it may contribute to my advancement in wisdom and virtue.
I can't. This guy, he's fun for the first little while, but then he just gets... I mean, I can understand when people watch my shows and they drag on and drag on and drag on. I know how they feel, because I'm feeling the same way about this Von Helton character. So I've kind of had enough for today, for now. There's a couple of things I want to say. I want to just, excuse me, I want to, I want to demonstrate, I want to show, I want to express before we leave. Number one, that this video has been sponsored, not for me, but for Von Helton, by Toby Michael. He is going to be sending Von Helton $5 for every video that I make of Von Helton, because, according to Toby Michael, I, Sidney Winston, make stalking videos of Von Helton. He doesn't like it, Toby doesn't. And he's going to send $5 for every stalker video that Sidney Winston makes. Ha 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 ha, Sidney Winston. Ha 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 ha. So, yeah. And the second thing I want to bring to attention or show is that everything that we do in this episode, in all episodes, in all videos, are a fair use. So, sucks to be you, Von Helton. Other than that, I'm pretty much done for this episode. So I do want to thank you so much for watching and sticking around until the end, because that's very nice of you. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. And we will see you soon. I love you all. Take care, everybody. And be safe. That's the main thing. And we will see you soon. I love you all. Take care, everybody. And be safe. That's the main thing. And we will see you soon. I love you all. Take care, everybody.